Hi you guys, in this video we are going to be talking about a dilation. If you remember back to your notes, a dilation can be either an enlargement or a reduction of a shape from its original size. Now we know the pre-image to be your original shape. We also know the image to be your new shape. As it says here, for graphing a reduction, and that's what we're going to be doing in this particular case, we're going to be using that scale factor which is here. The scale factor being 1/2. The scale factor being between 0 and 1, we know that the image is going to be smaller than the pre-image. Just like the inverse of that, if we graph an enlargement, we know that the scale factor is going to be greater than 1 because a scale factor of 1 is just going to be the exact same shape. So let's see what this will look like. On the other screen, I do have a chart similar to this. We're also going to be looking at how we graph that shape for our image also on that particular sheet. So let's start off by getting the coordinates of the of your pre-image. Okay, so if you notice here, and I'm going to be hovering over these points. If you notice, we have this point, okay, as being, or we have one point of being 4, 2, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start by going around. We have 4, 2, then we have 0, 5, then we have negative 4, 2, which we know. We then, as we continue to go around, we have, what is that, 2, 2, or I'm sorry, negative 2, 2. We then have negative 2, negative 4. What else do we have? We have 2, negative 4 again. And then lastly, we have over here, we have 2, 2. Okay? Now, all that I'm doing is I'm just writing down our dimensions on another page that looks very similar to this, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like again. This is going to be a very short and sweet video presentation. Okay? So if we go to our calculations page, all that I'm going to do, I'm going to use this value of x times 1/2 because that's our scale factor. This value of y here. So all of our coordinates, the new ones, are going to follow this particular rule. And all the rule is telling you what you need to multiply this by in terms of your scale factor. So if you notice here, this looks very similar to the original shape. Now, we're going to see in just a moment, I'm going to take these new coordinates, and we're expecting that this is going to be smaller than my pre-image. That the image, of course, the pre-image, these are the points here, the image is going to be smaller because, again, the scale factor is being multiplied by 1/2. So I am going to have 2, 1 here because, again, multiplying 4 times 1/2 is going to give me 2. 2 times 1/2 is going to give me 1. The next being 0, 2.5. Again, simply multiplying that. 5 times 1/2. We have negative 4, 2 is going to become negative 2, 1. We have negative 1, 1. We have negative 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2. And this is simply just following integer rules, okay? Then we have 1, 1. Now, all that I'm going to do in order to picture my dilation, again, in this case, a reduction, I'm going to go around and I'm going to start plotting my points. So I have 2. I have 2 and I have 1. I have 0 and 2.5 is going to fall about right there. I have negative 2, 1. I then have negative 1, 1. I have negative 1, 1, negative 1, negative 2, there. We have 1, negative 2, and then we have 1, 1. Okay, so all I'm going to do at this point, and it may be a little difficult to see, so I'm going to enlarge this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around again, and I am going to do these in blue. Now all that I'm going to do though is I'm going to match these up, and I'm going to draw a figure within a figure. I'm going to shade it in so we can see in just a moment how it is a smaller shape. Okay. Connect that there. Connect this here. Ooh, do that. Very good. Okay. Now, all that I'm going to do is I'm going to shade this in. Okay, and it'll pop up in just a second so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So once I shade this in, we can now see how this particular shape is a dilation. It's a reduction of my pre-image, okay? The new one being your image, okay? And that's pretty much a simple version of how to actually graph a dilation, okay? You're simply going to use your scale factor to assist you. This is 8.3c. If you have any questions about this, please back up your video. If you don't get your question answered that way, please come to class with your question prepared. And if that doesn't work, please come to a tutorial 1 of 2 days per week, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Okay, I am going to be doing additional videos about other forms of transformations, and so be on the lookout for those. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.